What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be installing the REKGEN Trophy Sport mud flaps. Take a look at them up close. I'll install them and show you guys what they look like. Now, I sort of screwed up when I bought these. I totally forgot that running 35s, I have extremely tight clearance. If you watch my previous videos, I got things trimmed up perfectly so nothing rubs, but I didn't even think of rubbing when I ordered these. So hopefully these fit without rubbing, and maybe if I have to modify them a little bit, I will, or I will just sell these for a couple bucks less than what you can buy them for online. But I'm hoping they fit because they look really nice, and I'm tired of the entire side of the truck getting blasted with rocks. So again, hopefully they'll fit, and let's get these things installed. Alright, so in the box we've got a set of 4. These were $155 for a set. Shipping was actually pretty fast, about a week and a half from order to delivery, and looks like maybe some instructions, of course a sticker. So scan the QR code for the instructions. They look like they're pretty self-explanatory for the most part, and looks like a pair of rears and a pair of fronts. And we have some mounting hardware as well. Mounting hardware front and rear, and some brackets. So that is what we have in the box. So again, looks like it's pretty straightforward. So let's get to installing these and seeing if they'll fit with the tight clearance that I have. Alright guys, so we're going to be installing the front first. Now, there are 3 8mm screws that you're going to have to pull out, and then there's a clip here, which is not here anymore because I trimmed this spat a little bit to clear the 35s. So I have a feeling that these are going to rub pretty bad without basically cutting the flap to the shape of the spat inside. So, but let's get it on. So pull your 3 8mm, and then there's a clip here that you're going to pull out as well if you have it. And now, from what I've read online, people say the hardware rusts pretty quickly, so the screws that you pull out of here are 100 feet long, so there's no need to use the screws that they supply, so I would advise reusing these, but you are going to want to use the washers that come with it because the holes are so much larger. So we will use the washers and go ahead and just put the flap in place. Put the washer through. Now these are slotted, so you do have some in and out adjustability. I kind of like the low profile look, so I'm not going to have them stick completely out. Maybe I'll probably do 3/4 of the way in. And like I said, I don't utilize this hole down here, so I'm not going to put anything down there. And by the looks of it, it definitely, it's hitting. There's zero room at all. So I really actually like the way they look, so I'm probably just going to cut it so it fits, because again, like I said, they look pretty good. So that's it. And again, if you guys do utilize this 4th hole down here, it looks to me like you probably just reuse the clip that you pull out of here. So that's the installation on the front. The back looks like we're going to have to add a bracket, so we will move on to the back next. But just to show you what it looks like so far. And again, those of you leveled on 35s that are clearing now, you're definitely not going to clear with these. So keep that in mind when you do buy these. If you don't want to cut these, you probably don't want to buy these at all. But I think they look really good. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this guy, so that way we don't have any clearance issues. And I can trim it in here. It's not really gonna mess up the point of it, since it's all the way inside down in here. So that's kind of a bummer that it hits, and like I said, I didn't even really think about it till after the fact. But there it is. So looks really good. So the rear is going to be very similar to the front. You're going to have 1, 2, 3 8mm screws that you're going to remove, just like the front. And then you have this bracket here. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the bracket and put it like so, just like this, from the back side. I'm going to line these holes up like that. And then in the rear labeled hardware, there's 2 nuts, one for each side. That nut is going to go right here, probably just to give it some extra support inside. So we're going to go ahead and get this nut threaded on first. And once that's started, we can remove these 3 and slide it in, and you utilize these 3 same screws with the washers that come with the mud flap kit. And now once the screws are removed, we can go ahead and slide this guy in. And then once you have all the screws started, you can, adjust it to your liking. And then go ahead and tighten that 10mm inside here. It'll be that guy right there. Alright guys, I actually lied. It's an 11mm, not a 10mm. So, tighten this guy up all the way, and then repeat all the same steps for the other side. And here we are installed on the back. So, super nice. Really rigid. And they look killer. Got a really nice smooth texture, pretty much matches the factory texture. And again, it's got a lot of in and out adjustability, so you can adjust it according to your offset. Alright guys, so here it is all trimmed up. What I had to end up doing is remove this spat completely, which isn't a big deal. It's not really needed anymore since you have this for protection now. It just, with that spat on and this mud flap on it, just bumped it too far forward, and I didn't really want to cut this thing all up to hell to make it, to where there was nothing left. So basically all I did in here was just cut this mud flap straight down right through that hole, the 4th hole here. Cut it straight down, go over, and then on the other side, this used to stick out to about here. I just kind of cut it to how it looked before, to give it a little bit of character there. But it does have a little bit of a window here, which hopefully you can make it out. It doesn't look terrible. It's just what you have to do if you're running 35s and such tight clearance. So, but from afar, it looks pretty good. And they are definitely going to help with all the rock chips. So, there it is in the front. And of course the rear was no problem. Those fit perfectly fine. But I really dig these. I think they look really killer and should help with protection.